If you are ready, we can get started. Welcome to this web class. Thank you so much for giving this your time and attention. Today's topic is a discussion of how to start a successful career as a NESTA certified metabolic conditioning coach. If you'd like to take some extensive notes, you may do so. If you want to do more of an outline format, you can do that. Or if you learn best just by listening and paying attention, then feel free to do that as well. Whatever works best for you. Here we go. Let's go over a couple fundamentals here first. The course is 100% online, so no physical materials are sent to you and no physical materials are required. The training is incredibly comprehensive and practical as well, a lot of practical application. Of course, you get a complete certification with the official seals, logos, signatures, etc. And there is also a complete career system that comes with the program that teaches you everything about getting new clients, marketing your service, sales, even setting up your business and your bank account if you choose to do that instead of working at a facility. Of course, those are more options we will discuss. The business and marketing and career training is second to none and incredibly comprehensive. And of course, it's step by step. And we give you ongoing support after you're done with your training, successfully pass your exam, earn your certification. We are always here for you. NESTA has been around since June 1st, 1992. Yes, that long. June 1st, 1992. And we're not going anywhere. We've been serving people all over the world. In fact, in over 65 countries, over 65,000 people just like you have successfully gone through our programs and are enjoying a fun and rewarding career as a training and coaching professional. And now it's your turn. We're going to cover four main topics here today: education, certification, career options, and they're more plentiful than you may be thinking, and of course, making money. You need to be able to pay your bills, take care of yourself and your family, and plan for your future. Metabolic Training is a proven training system that gives you a variety to train your clients and athletes no matter what level they're currently at. And you can accommodate this training to help them reach their goals. So you can adapt metabolic training to a wide variety of people in a wide variety of ways, indoors, outdoors, individual, small group, or large group. The great thing about metabolic training is that it's so versatile. It can be used with all fitness levels with different settings. There's always modifications, exceptions, etc. This includes group training, boot camps, one-on-one training, athletic training, various practices, etc. The course title, Metabolic Conditioning Coach Certification, and once you successfully pass your exam, you will earn the professional credential from NESTA, Certified Metabolic Conditioning Coach, and the acronym that you can use on your bio, business card, Facebook, social media profile, etc. is CMCC. And in case you don't know, NESTA stands for the National Exercise and Sports Trainers Association. Here's a quick program overview. It's a 100% online program including detailed step-by-step training videos, anatomy and biomechanics training videos, multiple class examples, a comprehensive digital manual, and of course the exam. The course objective is for you to learn everything you'll need to know about metabolic training and be confident to create your programs and execute multiple styles of metabolic and high-intensity workouts into your programming no matter what level of client or athlete you are coaching. So let's talk a little bit about the learning format in more detail. It's self-paced. What does that mean? Well, it's also open entry and open exit, which means that you can begin as soon as you enroll and you are done once you successfully complete all the requirements and have enough competency, understanding, and you are ready to take and successfully pass your exam. So it's self-paced, and that's called open entry and open exit self-paced learning. And the materials also include 16 comprehensive and easy to follow lessons. So it's broken down, and if you want to know a technical term, it's called micronized content. And basically that means that it's broken down into lesson plans that are easy to follow, easy to understand, easy for you to absorb the information, to comprehend the information, and then be able to reiterate and teach the information effectively. And the more we can chunk that down and do what's called micronizing the content, it allows you to have a more in-depth knowledge, because that's the way our brains work. There's over 15 hours of step-by-step training videos, comprehensive digital manual, and non-proctored online exam. Content is provided in online format, which is accessed through a secure online website. Internet access is required, and this is all mobile friendly. Now, could you do this on your smartphone? Yes. Do I recommend it? I think you'd probably have a better learning experience if you did it on a tablet, a desktop, or a laptop computer. But you can do it on a smartphone device if you choose. Here's your exam requirements. Passing a 50 multiple choice non-proctored exam with 70% or higher. You get 3 attempts at the exam, and if for some reason you don't pass after 3 attempts, you can pay a very small fee to have more attempts at the exam. That would be very, 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 very rare that someone wouldn't pass after 3 attempts. And I would say the vast majority of people, when preparing properly for this exam, pass it successfully on their first time. That's the vast majority. Results are given immediately upon taking the exam. Upon passing, you will receive your official certificate in the mail. And you'll get that very, very quickly in the mail, and it can take a little longer if you're an international student for obvious reasons. And again, you're going to earn the title of Certified Metabolic Conditioning Coach. That's the official seal for the program right there. What's great about this program is you increase your professional credibility and earning potential. People want metabolic conditioning. They want metabolic training. Numerous studies have been done. And in fact, I just read one last week that talked about the efficacy and the overall benefit of HIIT training, high intensity interval training, or metabolic conditioning training, for overall weight loss, and also a lot of cognitive benefits as well, which I thought was very interesting. You'll have endless career options and business opportunities, including working in a gym, corporations, health clubs, spa, resort, or fitness center. Of course, you can do things online as well. You can also train people outdoors with your own business, and depending on the situation and the circumstances, you may do outdoor training as an employee for a gym or training center. So there are a lot of options. Now you can increase your client base, grow your business, make more money, and take your coaching skills to the next level by implementing metabolic training into your fitness business. So the question you may have is the following: is this a standalone business? And I would say the answer is it can be. It doesn't have to be, but it can be. You can be a fitness professional who specializes in metabolic conditioning. You might be a fitness professional who offers this as an option for your clients. You may offer a group outdoor exercise program where maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays you do metabolic conditioning, and you may do something a little less intense, maybe some more dynamic flexibility programs on other days, or you might do some more fundamental lifts on other days. So you can specialize just in metabolic conditioning, or you can add it to your palette of skills and add another credential to your resume as well. It's entirely up to you. Here is Mr. Funk Roberts. And yes, if you have a name Funk, you're cool. And the good thing is, Funk really is a cool, smart, nice guy who happens to be a phenomenal instructor. So Funk collaborated with Nesta, and he is a student of several of our other programs, and he is a renowned metabolic conditioning expert and martial arts fitness instructor. And we worked extensively with Funk for a very long time in the development of this program, and the feedback has been all positive. And I think what's important too with a class like this, or I should say a format like this, it has a lot of high energy, and you need an instructor who's high energy and fun and exciting and positive. And Funk Roberts is all of those things. He's world class, and you are going to love having him as your teacher for this program. In addition to him teaching that, you also get the scientific training from our faculty with the biomechanics and the science behind everything that Funk teaches you, in addition to all the business training and the career training and the marketing training and the sales training and the social media marketing training and everything else that you get as well. But your primary instructor for the actual workouts and the program design and the curriculum is Mr. Funk Roberts. All right. How do you top that? Well, you're going to find out what will I learn. You're going to learn specifically to design and teach you methods of metabolic training. There's different ways of teaching metabolic conditioning. There are some for people who are beginners, intermediate, advanced, elite athlete, and of course there's some metabolic conditioning that would be sport specific as well. And of course, if you already have one of our other programs, say in MMA conditioning or functional training or speed, agility, and quickness, can you combine one of the existing NESTA certifications with metabolic training to create your own system? Yes, of course. We encourage that because you're going to have a compounded skill set where you can serve more people. You'll be given the framework around this method of training, and from there you'll be able to put it into action. You will learn the greatest and latest metabolic training principles that you can plug and play, that's just fun to say, into your current program model to deliver greater results at a faster rate, and of course at a safe rate as well. A lot of this has to do with safety. It's very important. Obviously, that's number one. If you're not safe with it, then you can't get the results. A lot of people say, well, we're results focused. Well, that's important, but if you're not safety focused first, no one's going to get results because they're not going to be able to work out. Safety first, results second. Okay, so what will I learn? You're going to gain the knowledge of metabolic training philosophy that is the backbone of any workout or program you decide to create using metabolic or HIIT workouts. And remember, HIIT is high intensity interval training. You're going to learn all about that. You will be taught unique program designs that will successfully solve many of the most common problems, challenges you have in both recruiting and retaining clients. So what's interesting is because metabolic conditioning does build muscle, it does burn fat, it improves cognition and mental acuity because of how you train your body and the intensity and the work-rest cycles, etc. There's so many benefits, and it makes people feel and look so good that they want to stay in your program, so then you get to retain your clients. And because it works so effectively, they will tell their friends and family, and it helps you recruit new clients. So that's what that last sentence is referring to. You'll be given a plug-and-play programming template that you can take and use immediately after finishing the course. I think it's really important to realize what we've done for you here. And when we say plug-and-play, we've used that terminology twice now. We've basically given you a template. We say to you, hey, take this and use it. It's ready to go. Here you go. Here's one, here's another. And then, of course, can you modify it over time? Yes. Can there be exceptions for people with greater or lesser abilities? Yes, absolutely. And you're going to learn how those rules and exceptions work because you're going to learn about the safety principles and protocol as part of the training program. Remember, this is not meant to be an end-all or be-all for all other training methods, for other training methods. This is another highly effective style of training that you can add to your trainer toolbox and bring out depending on your client's wants, needs, and goals. Do some fitness pros teach just this method? Yes. So we talked about that before. This slide is more of a reminder and to reiterate. Some people want to do this training by itself and say, I am a metabolic conditioning coach, And because I'm a certified metabolic conditioning coach, we only do metabolic conditioning training. And darn it, this is what we're going to do. Well, if you want to do that, that's great. And if you want to have it as a tool in your toolbox or an arrow in your quiver or whatever type of analogy you'd like to use, that's fine as well. Some people just want to do this as a variation. Let's just say you're doing a 5-day boot camp. And one day might be yoga and dynamic flexibility. Another day may be just kettlebell. Another day might be, body weight and calisthenics. Well, maybe one day is just the metabolic conditioning coach training programs and principles. You can do that as well. People will always feel a sense of variety. They're always going to be excited because they learned something new, which is going to make them eager to come back. And they're probably going to get better results as well because their body and their mind won't get bored from doing the same thing over and over. How will you get clients? Well, there's a lot of ways to get clients, and without going into too much detail, realize that the business training that we're giving you is amazing. It's super comprehensive. It's at least 50 hours, 50 hours of business training. That's a lot. Now, again, we micronize the content. Don't freak out. Take a deep breath. It's okay. There's a lot to it, but you don't have to do it all at once. You don't have to do any of the business training before you earn the certification in metabolic conditioning coaching. You can earn that certification first, and while the certificate is being mailed to you, you can go through the business training at that time if you choose. And the business training goes over everything you could possibly imagine with every social media platform, video marketing, advertising, paid ads, creating online courses, membership programs, live events, like literally everything is in there for you. And you just go through it one step at a time, and you will be thrilled and astonished with how much you learn. And that's all included free as our gift to you. So what do you need to start your business? Again, it's in the training program. We teach you, do you need, we're going to talk about the business license in just a minute. But it's about setting up your bank account and getting liability insurance and making sure you prepare properly and legally and ethically minimize your taxes. How to hire people if you choose, contractor, employee, if you choose. You certainly don't have to do those things. How to grow your business, how to market yourself in every way possible, how to do online coaching and mentoring. What about a hybrid model where some of it's in person and some of it's online? What if you want to do all of it while you travel? We even teach you how to do that, where you can be nomadic and travel while you're teaching people and enjoy life and experience life that way. So there's a lot to the business training. But of course, remember, you can keep it very simple. You can get a part-time job at a health club, get an hourly salary, and teach 5 classes a week and be done and go home and relax and watch Netflix. You can do that. Or you can do 20 or 30 different, not at once, of course, but there are 20 or 30 different business model options for you if you choose, and we teach you how to do many of these different things. And it's all up to you. Do you want part-time or full-time? Do you want a job or a career? Are you doing this for fun or out of necessity? And how far do you want to take it? And we teach you how to assess all those things and assess your goals and your values to help you determine what is best for your business. And do you need a business plan and so forth? So it's all in there. All that's in your training. This is what I was talking about a minute ago. I jumped the gun here. Do I need a business license? And the answer is maybe. You might need a business license. To clarify, a certification shows you have competency. A certification shows you have understanding. A certification is given after you have passed the appropriate hurdles, usually in the form of an exam, after you completed education to show you have understanding of a topic, such as metabolic conditioning. So that's your certification. That has nothing to do with licensure. A license, in this case, as a fitness or coaching professional, may be, not always, required by the county, city, state or country that you reside in or that you're going to conduct your business in. It's not always required. If it is required, it's a nominal fee, $20 to maybe $100 a year, probably $40 to $50 a year, and that's it. And it's a way for the government to kind of track what's going on, to have some data points, to give information probably to the Chamber of Commerce and things like that. That's about it. But getting a business license is very simple. And how do you know if you need a business license? Wherever you live, whatever city or county you're in, Google city or county or state, whatever, business license requirements. And you're going to probably end up at the city manager's office or the Chamber of Commerce or some other local government agency. And it will tell you exactly what you need to do. And it's super easy and very fast and very affordable. There's not much to it. Now, how much money can I make? The golden question, right? Well, the answer is as much as you want to, and it's dependent on how hard you're willing to work, how creative you are, how much you can leverage technology and leverage the power of other people to work with you, and what kind of work you've decided to do. You know, if you work at a club, you can make anywhere from $30 to $90 or $100 an hour. As an individual trainer, you might make anywhere from $50 to $150 an hour. If you teach a class for your own business and each person pays you X number of dollars, you might make $200 or $300 or $400 an hour. That's not out of the question at all. If you do online programs and you do a monthly retainer for people who want to do a monthly program and everybody pays $100 and you have 1,000 people in the program, well, that's $100,000 a month, isn't it? And those kind of things do happen. That is not fantasy. Those things happen. We teach you how to do online business, and you can implement your metabolic conditioning in that. And of course, you can do a hybrid of any of these things. So if someone says you can't make any money in fitness, I'm sorry they told you that. They're incorrect. There's a lot of money to be made. When people lack money in fitness, it's because they lack asking the right questions to learn how to make enough money to provide a good life for themselves and their family, and hopefully to give back to the community as well. There are a lot of endless opportunities, and you learn about that in the business segment. And of course, in the business segment also, we talk about your mindset for success. Most importantly is what I just alluded to in the last slide, and that is to tactfully and carefully ignore people who don't think certain things are possible, and surround yourself with loving, kind, supportive people who support your dreams and ambitions, and then seek out the opportunities and resources which will allow you to fulfill your dreams while you better other people's lives as well. And that's the intent of this training program. And we go over all the mindset. In fact, I believe off the top of my head, that's the first or second module in the business training, is getting your mindset right for success before you go through the rest of it. I think the first part is just a quick introduction, then we talk about mindset. You can work in a club, of course. You know, it might be a specialty class, it might be a general class as part of a monthly membership, it might be something where they have to pay an extra fee. There's a lot of ways to structure this, and we talk about all that in the training program as well. You can do outdoor training. So look, this is just one example. This is a simple example. Obviously, this is a photo that we chose to represent this. So let me see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people in the picture, if I'm counting correctly. Let's just say 10, because there's maybe someone not quite in the picture. I'll make a round number. 10 people, and each person's paying $20 to be a part of this class. That's $200 an hour. That's not unreasonable. That is not unusual. You can make $200 a class. Okay, well, work 2 hours a day. That's $400 for the day times 5. That's $2,000 a week times 4 weeks. In a month, that's $8,000 a month. Is my math correct? $92,000 a year? Did I do that correct? Anyway, that's not too bad, right? You can do that, and we're going to show you how to do that. These are real numbers. You can do online coaching and instruction. After the COVID pandemic, a lot of trainers and coaches scrambled to figure out what to do, and they reassessed and did all these things, and now there's a sense of normalcy again. And people learned that they could do a lot with online coaching. And even as they got their classes back up to speed in their gyms, they were live broadcasting their classes and charging a nominal fee for people to participate at home with their live class that they were doing in their private studio or gym. And so they had a compounded effect to earn income. And we have at least 15 hours of training for you on development of your online coaching business. So there's a lot of training for you. You can make information products and online courses. You can make an online course for metabolic training for a particular group of people. As an example, it might be men over 40 years old who don't want a dad bod. You can have some fun with it. Okay, well, then that might be your target market, and you do metabolic conditioning coaches for men with dad bods. And of course, this could be any group, and you could do one for ladies, you could do one for men, you could do one for couples, and you might do one for people who are getting ready for their wedding and they want to look and feel good on their wedding day. There's a lot of niche markets that you could get into. But you could make online courses that people could buy your courses on demand. This is how people make money in their sleep. So if you've ever heard someone say, you can't make money in your sleep, that's not true. Actually, that statement that you can't make money is what is false. When you make a program and you put it on a wide variety of a wide variety of platforms that would sell it for you, and you also get that list of platforms, and we show you how to make your first online course as well. That's also part of your training. You can sell it to people and they can buy it from anywhere in the world, and it might happen while you sleep. That's how you make money in your sleep, and we show you how to do that selling metabolic conditioning coach programs. And of course, you can make a membership site. There's software that does that plugs into WordPress, and there's other proprietary software. And of course, you can also create a private group and do some complimentary training, coaching, Zoom, and things like that, and just run it all through a Facebook group. A lot of people do that. So let's recap. I know this is a lot of information. I get it. Please don't feel overwhelmed, because it's broken down into very small pieces, and there's no time frame on this. You don't have to do it in a day or a week or a month. Take your time, understand it, enjoy it, practice, experiment, prepare, feel confident, pass your test with confidence, then do all the business training. Build your business, build your career, find your dream job, decide what works best for you, get an endless list of thrilled and referring customers so the pipeline is full and you can live your dreams, make a great living while you serve people, and have a lot of fun. The next thing to do is to get started right now. This program is wonderful. Funk Roberts is a great instructor, and he's a blast. He just makes it fun, and he's really knowledgeable. He's a phenomenal athlete, and all the reviews, all of them, have been wonderful. Not one single bad review, which is incredibly rare, and that's the truth. So if you're ready to become a certified metabolic conditioning coach through Nesta and learn from Mr. Funk Roberts and get all the business training free as our gift to you, then click over right now. There's probably a button that should be on the right side of your screen that popped up a few minutes ago, and maybe you see a link below somewhere depending on where you're seeing this. Click on that and get all the details. Get started right now. Nesta has been here serving people just like you, over 65,000 people in over 65 countries since June 1st, 1992. Those are a lot of numbers. And you can be next, and we'd just be thrilled to help you. So thank you so much. Enjoy your day wherever you are, and click over right now, and let's get started. We're here to help. Thanks a lot.